Welcome students. Today lesson 6th standard science unit 4 the living world of plants part 2. Unit 4 the living world of plants 6th science. Today topics we are going to study about aquatic habitat. Under the aquatic habitat, freshwater habitat, marine water habitat, then terrestrial habitat. Under the terrestrial habitat, forest habitat, grassland habitat, desert habitat, and plant adaptations and modifications. Under the topic of plant adaptations and modifications, tendril climbers, twinners, thorns. Let's we enter into our lesson. Habitat. Three topics. The first one, habitat. What is the meaning by habitat? Each and every organism needs a place to live and reproduce. So without place, the organism, maybe a plant or animal, cannot live and reproduce. So each and every organism needs a place to live and reproduce. Such a dwelling place is called habitat. So we know very well in our domestic animals and some other cattle, they are living their places. Same like all the plants also, it's living in some habitat, some places. From the depth of the ocean to the top of the highest mountain, habitats are places where the plants and animals live. Some animals and plants live in depth of the ocean under the sea water, and some plants and animals they are living in the highest mountain. The habitats are places where plants and animals live. See the different kinds of habitat. Terrestrial habitat. Animals and plants which are living in the land, they are called terrestrial habitats. Aquatic habitats. The plants and animals just living in the water, that is aquatic habitat. Under the terrestrial habitat, we are going to study about desert, grasslands, mountains. Under the aquatic habitat, we are going to study freshwater habitat and marine water habitat. Freshwater habitats, rivers, lakes, pools, ponds. Marine water or sea water. See that the terrestrial land living animals and plants, or forest habitat, mountains, grasslands, desert. They all terrestrial habitat plants and animals. Then freshwater, say aquatic plants and animals. How we can see the terrestrial plant and animals, and grassland living plants and animals, the mountain areas plants and animals are living, and forest habitat, forest areas plants and animals are living, and also the freshwater. So let's see about aquatic habitat. When we visit a pond, we see some plants appear to float on water. One of the common plants in the lotus plant, its leaves float on the water. There is a small frog sitting on a leaf. It's ready to catch the insects. Around the flowers, the stem of the plant is seen to be inside the water. Its roots are found within the muddy floor of the ponds. As this plant grows in water, shall we call it an aquatic plant? Lotus is an aquatic plant. Yes, it's living in the water. So it is aquatic plants. Aquatic habitats includes areas that are permanently covered by water and surrounding areas that are occasionally covered by water. There are two types of aquatic habitat. First one is freshwater habitat. Second one, marine water habitat. Let's see about freshwater habitat. The rivers, lakes, ponds, and pools are the freshwater habitat. Water hyacinth, water lily, and lotus are seen in the freshwater habitat. In these plants, roots are very much reduced in size. Stem and leaves have air chambers that allow aquatic plants to float in water. The water lily is float in the water. The air chambers are helping to floating the aquatic plants in water. Water lily is floating. Next we'll go for that marine water habitat. From outer space, the earth looks like an awesome blue marble. That's because more than 70% of Earth's surface is covered by oceans. Oceans also support the growth of plants. Marine plants perform about 40% of all photosynthesis that occur on the planet. The example, marine algae, sea grasses, moss grasses, phytoplanktons or aquatic habitat. Then we'll go for that terrestrial habitat. Terrestrial habitats are the ones that are found on land like forest, grassland and desert. So we can see the forest here, teak tree, rubber tree, neem tree, forest. So they are land-like forest, the grassland and desert. It also includes man-made habitats like farms, towns and cities. They can be as big as a continent or as small as an island. They make up about 28% of entire world habitat. Now the terrestrial habitat, the forest habitat. The forest is a large area dominated by trees. Maximum area is covered by trees. So the trees, the forest, there are three types of forest: tropical forest, temperate forest, then mountain forest. Then we go for that grassland habitat. Grassland is an area where the vegetation is dominated by grass. In grassland habitat, maximum area is covered by grasses. The grasses ranges from short to tall. For example, savanna grassland is covered all the areas by grasses. Then you go for that desert habitat. What is desert habitat? A habitat without much water is called desert. You cannot see more water in the desert habitat. So deserts are the driest place on earth. They get fewer than 25 centimeters of rainfall annually. Deserts cover at least 20% of the earth. The plants which grows in this habitat have thick leaves that store water and minerals. The plants like cactus store water in their stem and leaves are ready to spins. They have long roots that go very deep in their soil in search of water. So types of desert habitats: hot, dry desert, semi-arid deserts, coastal deserts. So these are the types of deserts habitat. Then we see about the desert plants. Then we'll go for the plant adaptations and modifications. What is adaptations? To adapt with that particular habitat. It adjusts that particular habitat and also overcome that plant in that particular environment conditions, that is plant adaptations. So it modified itself for that particular surrounding climate conditions. Okay, that is what plant adaptations and modifications. Adaptations are special features in plants which help them to survive in the habitats. They live in over a long period. Plants in a specific environment have developed special features which help them to grow and live in that particular habitat. So the plants are adapt itself, it form the tendrils. So the tendrils, the plants, the weakest plants, it can grow with the support of other plants. It modified tendrils, twiners, then spins. Spins or thrones. So you see the tendril climber. The tendril is a twining climbing organ of some weak-stemmed plants like peas and bittergourd. Tendril coils around a support and help the plant to climb. For example, sweet peas, bittergourd. The sweet peas leaflets are modified into tendrils, and bittergourd axillary buds are modified into tendril, which helps the plant to climb. Twiners. Some plants have weak stems. They cannot stand straight on their own. They must climb on any support to survive. For example, Clitoria tonosia, the jasmine, the modifications of the twiners get support of other plants. It can straight. Thrones. Thrones. Leaves of some plants become wholly or partially modified into sharp pointed structures called thrones or spins for defensive purpose, defending from other animals or any other damaging agents. It protects itself from the predators. So the example I gave, the leaf apex and margins are modified into thrones. Then Opuntia, the leaves are modified into spins. Then Bougainvillea, the stem has short thrones. So today we have studied about aquatic habitat. Under the aquatic habitat, freshwater habitat, marine water habitat, and terrestrial habitat. Under the terrestrial habitat, forest land, grassland, desert land, then plant adaptations and modifications, tendril climber, twiners, thrones. Thank you for watching.